And right over my shoulder right now is the Georgia top shot. Hey, how you doing, Todd?
James, how you doing?
Yeah, hey, I'm doing good now. You know, that's quite a drive from you to go from Georgia, and you literally drove, correct? You didn't fly?
No, I flew.
Oh, you did fly. Oh, okay. I got this driving information. You know Mo Dane, yeah, and I think it was Mo that told me that you had driven out there, and I thought, well, that's a pretty good drive. But okay, you flew out. That's even better. I know you were up there first class with probably some of the better officials in the world, and you flew out there. And not only did you fly out there to a country, have you shot there before, by the way?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have? Okay. So you've shot there. Do you attend the Winter Nationals normally?
I have for the last 3 years.
Oh, okay. So you've shot it for 3. How long have you been shooting?
Altogether over 30 years.
Okay, 30 years. You don't look old enough to be shooting 30 years. How many years competitively?
At least 10 or maybe a little over than 10,
Okay.
10
Right.
years.
So you got involved with the NSCA maybe 10 or 12 years ago, and you actually got involved with going to competitions and probably have gone through a number of shotgun manufacturers looking for the one that's right for you. What did you settle on?
Well, I shoot for Zoli now, but I shot Browning for 25 years.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, Zoli has got that fantastic offer going on right now. I don't know whether you've heard about it or not, but Chuck Webb actually called us and said that it's his cash for clunkers, and I'm kind of giving this away a little bit, but since you're a Zoli owner, do you know about the fact that you can bring in one of your older shotguns and get $1,000 off a new Zoli?
No, but I'll bring mine.
Yeah, I'm going to become a Zoli owner. But anyway, okay. So you shoot Zoli, and you took that with you when you went out there to Reno. What was the weather like in Reno when you got there?
Well, the weather was decent, and Thursday the weather was good. Friday we had 60-mile-an-hour winds.
60?
Not good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Saturday was sunny, and Sunday was partly cloudy.
Yeah, okay. So for the that would be the prelim then when you had all the high wind?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. So what was the high score in the prelim?
86, Mike Wilgus, I think.
Oh, did Mike? Well, you know, Mike's a good shooter. We've been trying to get him on the show. We can hard time nailing him down. He's as hard to find as you are sometimes. But at least we got you. Okay, so the prelim was pretty difficult. Who was shooting on your squad besides you?
Mo Dane and 3 other guys, but I can't remember their names.
Okay, all right. I don't know. You know, Mo didn't get a picture of actually the squad, and certainly if you have a photograph, then send it to us and we'll put it on to the later show. But so you had, what, 5 people on your squad then?
That's correct.
Okay, 5 people on the squad. How'd you do in the prelim?
Not good.
Well, okay. You know, I know what that's like. Don't pick on me and ask me what the score was. And okay, I'm not going to do that. But not good is good enough for me. Okay, so that was Friday. Saturday now, the main event starts, right?
That's right.
Okay, so Saturday then, you started at what time?
I think we shot that morning.
Okay, so you start there in the morning about 8, something like that?
9.
9 o'clock. Okay, now the weather on Saturday is what?
Sunny, high 55 or 60 degrees.
Hey, perfect.
It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. No wind?
Very little.
Very little. Okay. Now, I don't know if you get into windy situations in Georgia. I haven't had the opportunity of going down there. I'm looking forward to doing it next year, however. But are you used to shooting under windy conditions in Georgia?
Nothing like that,
Nothing like
James.
that, yeah.
Usually, you know, if we have 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, we think that's terrible. You know.
It might as well snow, right? Okay, so tell me, all right, here we are Saturday morning. You started off about 9 o'clock. You're going through the stations. What's going on in your mind?
trying to put up a good score the first day.
Yeah, right.
And win.
Right. So the first couple of stations, those are always the ones to me in the main, and I'm kind of a low-class shooter. So, I mean, those are the ones to me that I try to do the best I can on and start off well. Now, do you think like that at all?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Because, you know, once you kind of get over that little, okay, here I am, bang, 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 and I'm hitting them, you kind of feel like when you move on to about station 3 that you've got this thing by the tail, right?
That's right.
Yeah, right.
If you start off good, you can get in the groove a little better.
Right.
And try to finish it out.
Okay. So you went through the first couple of stations. You're feeling good at this point, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're shooting well, obviously.
Yes.
And you're having some fun with some of the other squad members, or are you the kind of guy that, you know, you're kind of quiet and you don't want to really get involved and you're pretty focused on what you're doing? Tell us a little bit about how you feel.
Well, I'm an aggressive shooter, but I try to have a little fun, but you try to stay focused and stay in a good mood, you know, and like I say, get in the groove and get everything going good so you can finish good.
Right. Okay. All right. So you don't. I mean, you're from Georgia. Come on, you guys down there have a great sense of humor. You know how to have a good time. But you do also know when business is business and pleasure is pleasure. So you went through maybe the first 5, 6 stations. You're feeling good. You're shooting well. Are you pretty intense at this point because you know that you're accumulating a good score?
Yeah. Like I say, I'm aggressive, but you have to stay smooth. So, you know, I knew I was shooting good, and I just wanted to finish out good. And of course, having Mo there with me, that's you know, that's good too.
Yeah. You know, the very first time, and I'm going to deviate from the subject here just a minute. The very first time I ever met Mo, I didn't meet her. I heard her. She had to be, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 stations behind me. Where the heck were we? We were in Nevada somewhere shooting. And her voice, when she's having a good time, you know, you hear it all over the course. And I kept hearing this female voice, you know, and I kept thinking, who is that? And am I so glad she's not standing next to me while I'm shooting? But in fact, truth be known, I would rather shoot with Mo than most other people because she is so positive, and she's one of the nicest persons I've ever met.
Exactly.
Yeah. So here you are, and here's a good example too, because you ran away with the HOA award, and you had Mo on there, on your squad, and so obviously you guys worked well together.
Yes, we shoot together real well. She's a good friend of mine. She's a great shot. Good shooter.
Okay. All right, so tell me about some of the mental training possibly. I mean, you and I have not actually physically met one another. I think we've been on the same courses together and probably passed right by one another, and I apologize for that. I will not pass by you in the future. I will stick a microphone in your face if any